Today we will discuss the basic concept of derivative or differentiation. That is actually related to change. Actually, we consider rate of change of a function fx. Function is fx with respect to change of x. That means we need to find out the rate of change of fx with respect to the change of the value x. Here we denote the idea of rate of change of fx with respect to x as it is denoted by f dash x. That means when we notice any dash over the function, then we understand that this dash means the change of fx due to change of the value x. Generally, our notation for fx is y. That means y is a variable which is dependent on x. Then we write the derivative of y with respect to change of x, that is dy by dx. So the idea of dy dx is nothing but derivative of y with respect to change of x when we are also having the notation of f dash x. So f dash x is nothing but dy dx, what we usually denote. Now we have some basic formulas for these calculations of the derivative. Like let's start with y is x to the power n. The formula is the dy dx of this y will be n x to the power n minus 1. That is, the power will be multiplied with the variable and the power will be reduced by 1. But if it is y is equal to 1 by x to the power n, then we write dy dx to be minus n by x to the power n plus 1. This is for the expression when the variable in the denominator with the power n, x to the power n. Next we have any constant. Y is any constant fixed value, then dy dx will be 0. So derivative of any constant is always 0. Next we have derivative of any exponential e to the power, and that is if y is equal to e to the power any constant into x, then we have dy dx to be this k, this constant e to the power kx. Next is y is equal to log x. So, y is a to the power x, k, a to the power kx. That means a is any other number other than e. When we see e is a special number in mathematics. But if it is a, then it is any number where a is a fixed value. Then the result will be k a to the power kx as before, into we have log a to the base e. So what we have in this two, this is e to the power kx and the next one is a to the power kx. And the difference is a is a particular number and a is any number and e is a particular number, that is exponential. And next the one more formula we have y is equal to log x, where x is a positive number, then dy dx will be 1 by x. So these are the formulas of basic formulas of the derivative. We have some rules. The rules are first of all, some rules we will follow. First of all, let us take an example with is an addition rule. First one is addition rule or subtraction, addition subtraction rule. This is if y is equal to, if we have y is equal to x to the power 5 plus 1 by x to the power 3 plus 2, then we have to find out dy dx, and the result of this expression will be dy dx will be, we can individually use the formula x to the power 5, that is x to the power n, x to the power 5, that is x to the power n, that is 5, x to the power n minus 1, that is 5 minus 1. The next one, 1 by x to the power 3, it will be minus 3 by x to the power 3 plus 1, n plus 1. And the last one is differentiation 2, derivative is 0. So your answer will be finally 5x to the power 4 minus 3x divided by x to the power 4. So this is the final answer to this expression. Now we can have some more with addition rule, but in this addition rule, like some expression is given, y is equal to log x plus e to the power 3x minus 2 to the power 4x plus 7. Now to find the derivative of this one, that is dy dx of this expression, we can find dy dx to be log x. Log x is ddx, derivative of log x. Dy dx of log x will be 1 by x. Then e to the power 3x, e to the power kx. The formula is e to the power kx. This is the derivative of log x. The first formula, this formula, the last formula. And this is 3k e to the power kx, 3x. Then 2 to the power 4x. This is a to the power kx, a to the power kx. It will be 4k, that is k is 4, 2 to the power 4x into log 4 with the base e, log 2 with the, log 2 with the base e, because a is 2 and 7 is 0. So your final answer is 1 by x plus 3 to the power 3x minus 4 into 2 to the power 4x into log 2 base e. This is the final answer. This is the addition rule. Now the next rule we can have, we are discussing the basic ideas of log, where algebra, we are discussing the algebra. Next one is multiplication, constant multiply, constant multiplication rule. Constant multiplication rule means like y is equal to 3x to the power 5 plus 5x to the power 4 minus 2x to the power 3 plus 7. How to solve? This case we will be solving dy dx as, this is constant. The rule is, in the previous case we have added and as usual subtracted. The addition rule is as the notations plus, minus and then plus. Here we will be proceeding like that. So in dy dx of this expression, this 3 is constant and x to the power 5 is the formula x to the power n. So it will be 3 into 5, the power is 5n, 5 into 3 is 15. The constant will remain as constant with the variable. So it will be 15x to the power 4, 5 minus 1. Now 4 into 5, that is 20, x to the power 4 minus 1, 3. Now 3 into 2 is 6, 3 into 2 is 6, x to the power 2. And 7 is a constant but not multiplied with anything. Constant multiplication, I am trying to indicate that 3 with the variable x to the power 5, 5 with variable part is x to the power 4, 2 with x to the power 3, but 7 is without any variable, so it will become 0. So the answer will be 15x to the power 4 plus 20x to the power 3 minus 6x square. This is the constant multiplication idea what I have tried in the case of differentiation of y. Y means the variable that is fx. Next what we can see will be product rule. The next rule is product rule. Product rule. Product rule means we can say multiplication, but both are variable. Product rule will be when two functions, one is u, another is v. U into v, these two are two variables, one is u, another is v, two other different formulas, then we need to differentiate. Derivative of u into v. So the formula, this formula is very important, the rule, that v into derivative of u plus u into derivative of v. This is called product rule. Product rule will be applicable when we have some product in the function. Like example is, we need to find out if the y is x square log x and we are wanting to find out dy dx. The result will be dy dx will be, it is uv, this u is x square, u is x square and v is x log x, as we are finding before here, it is just above. So it will be formula, according to formula, log x, that is v, into derivative of u, that means derivative of x square, which is 2x to the power 2 minus 1, plus, now x square, that is u, log x derivative is 1 by x. So your answer will be 2x log x plus, the result will be in this case 2x log x plus writing 2x ahead of log x for better expression. This x and this x cancelled, this is x. So this is all about the product rule. Now the last rule what we are discussing now, the basic rule, is division rule. So the division rule or quotient rule, we can say division rule or quotient rule, that is u by v, is, as in the previous case it was u into v, that will be ddx derivative. Ddx means derivative of u by v, and the rule suggests that this will be v square, v derivative of u with x minus u derivative of x v. So this is the rule of u by v, the division rule. One is u, another is v. We can divide this way. This is the rule of division. And the final example what we can see here, like y is equal to x square by e to the power x. We are finding dy dx. So what is the derivative? Dy dx will be u by v. U is x square and v is e to the power x in this case. So the idea will be v square, that e to the power x square, v square, that is e to the power x square, then v, that is e to the power x, into derivative of u. U derivative is x square derivative, which is 2x, 2x to the power 2 minus 1, n x to the power n minus 1, that is 2x to the power 2 minus 1 comes to 2x, minus u, that is x square, into derivative of e to the power x, and e to the power x will be e to the power x because it is e to the power x into 1, because k is not there, so we can have e to the power x. So now we are having the result e to the power x, if I take common, that is 2x minus x square, and the denominator is e to the power x whole square. So final result we can write 2x minus x square in the numerator by 1 e to the power x is cancelled, and the result is e to the power x. In this discussion today, what I have tried, I have given the basic and the initial idea of derivative with the 4 rules, that is addition, subtraction, constant multiplication if it is there, and product rule and division rule. That is all for basic ideas of derivative when we are calculating algebraic function.